Soldiers, welcome to the Military Weapon Conference. Today's topic is the Epic Assault Rifle ASM10. ASM10, also known as AN-94, is a very common weapon in Call of Duty games. It is well known for its high damage and long-range compatibility. It has been the meta in this game for a while, and it's one of the best weapons in last season. No surprise, in new Season 1, both its firing range and ammo capacity got nerfed. So is ASM10 still good in the new season? Without further ado, let's find it out. ASM10 is very similar to AK-47 in all aspects. They are slow but powerful assault rifles that deal brutal damage in all ranges. However, ASM10 deals one more damage to the body than AK-47, which allows it to 3 shots to kill an enemy. The time to kill figure of ASM10 is extremely good in close range. This makes ASM10 one of the top weapons in this game. With the nerf in the new season, is it still a viable top-tier weapon? Well, let me show you the weapon stats first. ASM10 has great damage, slow fire rate, and moderate accuracy. It can dominate close to mid-range combat. By default, it has 25 bullets in the magazine with a fire rate of 550 rounds per minute. The mag size has been nerfed from 30 to 25 in the new season. However, it didn't have a huge impact on such a slow weapon. The quick reload time is 1.7 seconds and the full reload time is 2.8 seconds, which is surprisingly fast. Its ADS speed is 334 milliseconds, which is the slowest among all assault rifles. As a slow weapon, its mobility is not too bad. The movement speed is at 6.6 meters per second, and ADS movement speed is around 2.2 meters per second. The base weapon stats indicate ASM10 is a slow but light weapon. Now let's take a look at the damage and range of this weapon, to see how it performs in terms of time to kill. ASM10 is a slow assault rifle similar to AK-47, with high damage and good range compatibility. In the new season, its damage range got nerfed for close range. Now, it deals 34 damage up to 15 meters, 26 damage from 16 to 35 meters, and 20 damage beyond that. The weapon has 2 standard body multipliers. Basically, if the bullet hits the head, it deals 1.2 times normal damage. If the bullet hits the body, it deals normal damage. In MP, its time to kill figures is at the top level and close to mid-range, as it's one of the 3 assault rifles with 3-shot kill capability. However, in BR it's a different story. Due to the damage reduction from the vest, weapon damage is not consistent in BR. It has 1 floating damage in all ranges. Even though the time to kill figure of ASM10 is still impressive, it is surpassed by AK-47, as they both deal similar damage in BR, whereas AK-47 has a better range cover. ASM10 deals very high damage in close range. It can 3 shots to kill the enemy up to 15 meters. This makes the weapon super powerful in MP. Even with the nerf in the new season, it still remains one of the top weapons in the game. However, the damage drops significantly in the longer range. As a result, it is not very efficient to use in BR. To rank this weapon, it has the highest damage, fairly good accuracy, especially for the first few shots, and poor mobility, in terms of weapon speed. So you can see, the main strength of ASM10 is really depending on its 3-shot kill ability in close to mid-range gunfights. Now, let me show you the best loadout of ASM10 for both MP and BR. In MP games, most fights are in close to mid-range. This is the range where ASM10 is really good in the game. The only drawback is the mobility of this weapon, which we will have to improve in this MP build. To increase the ADS speed, first, we choose MIP light barrel, then we use no stock to boost the ADS speed as well as the movement speed. Next, we apply the stippled grip tape to increase the mobility even further. As a result, it provides the best mobility of this weapon. You can use granulated grip tape instead, as well as the tactical laser to improve weapon accuracy. To finish up the build, we will have to add an extended mag to remedy the loss of ammo capacity. Here goes our MP build. Let's see how it performs against the default ASM10. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. The default ADS speed is 20 frames, which is 334 milliseconds. With this MP build, the ADS speed is only 13 frames, which is faster than the average. This gives us a sort of advantage in the fast-paced game. Try to use ADS all the time, as hip-fire accuracy is really bad on ASM10. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I've developed a Call of Duty mobile companion app, including everything you need to know about this game. The app is completely free to use. I'll put the download links in the description. Now let's move on.
And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are.
Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. Since this build is focused on mobility, we don't see much improvement in terms of weapon accuracy. The recoil pattern of ASM10 is going towards the right first, then back to the middle. The bullet spread accuracy of the weapon isn't really good either. To sum up, this MP build provides the best mobility and quick ADS speed. In close range, it can dominate the game with high damage and good speed. Now let's move on to the BR build. For BR games, as most of the fights are at range, the weapon damage range is always our first concern. Unfortunately, the damage range of ASM10 was nerfed from 20 meters to 15 meters. This has a huge impact on ASM10 and BR. The first attachment we choose is the OWC Marksman Barrel. It not only can increase the damage range by 28%, but also improve weapon control and accuracy, at the cost of losing mobility. Apart from the weapon damage, the ADS accuracy is the most important value in BR. This is extremely important in a range fight, so we use MIP strike stock to improve weapon accuracy and flinch stability. Next, we choose the granulated grip tab, and the tactical laser to boost weapon accuracy to the max level. Last but not least, a 40-round extended mag is added to this build. This is a well-rounded BR build. Let's see how it performs against the default ASM10. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. In this build, we sacrifice some mobility for better range and accuracy, so ADS speed is 2 frames slower than the default, which is not too bad. It's quite slow in close range fight, but not a big issue in longer range though. Soldiers, it's time to get your shit together, and start training. Click the link in description to join our battlefield in Discord. Let's grow together.
And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are, and I'm gonna miss you. I will never lie.
Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. As you can see, the bullet spread accuracy is significantly improved with this BR build. This can help us to eliminate our enemies in a longer range. However, due to the horizontal recoil of this weapon, it might be hard to control in a longer range. To sum up, this is a well-rounded build with a longer range and better accuracy, specially designed for BR. It provides good control, sufficient ammo capacity, and constant high damage at a longer range. Overall, the ASM10 is definitely the meta in this game. It's one of the best assault rifles in MP, if not the most efficient weapon in BR. The 3-shot kill capability makes ASM10 a top-tier weapon. However, the same advantage doesn't really work in BR due to the damage reduction from a vest. Soldiers, our session ends here today. Hope you enjoy the weapon discussion and different loadouts that I presented in this video, and if you did, please do leave a like, and comments below. Subscribe with notification on, so you won't miss out on my future tips and tricks videos. Share this video for supporting this channel, and for appreciating my hard work. I will see you again in our next mission. Until then, stay safe, peace out.